Let's do it.
Oh shit, I already dropped something. Anyways, Steve, I'm nervous. I always get nervous at the beginning of
Why?
the month. I don't know. I'm always nervous to one, start a new month
Uh-huh.
because it's a new groove, and two, I'm nervous because I feel like I've been overthinking this. I'm just like
Oh, really?
I'm excited to do this for the month, but I'm like, oh, what are we gonna talk about? So here's to here's to okay, wait. Do you have a bev? Because I brought three and I
Dude, I
wasn't
just like grabbed something out of our fridge because I haven't had a chance to get anything, but I've got an open.
perfect. I'll match you.
Okay, we're doing this together.
All right, here we go. Here's to a good month. Cheers.
Good. Cheers.
Okay, I'll put those off to the side.
I need like better lighting in here, like you've got.
This room was not professional, but specialty treated for this.
Yeah.
So no worries.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
got the black walls and like the little accent lights like everywhere. It's like perfect. I got like a lamp right here, but if I turn off these lights, it's gonna be way too dark.
Is it okay? So we haven't been to your place. So paint me the picture. What's your guys'
Yeah.
place? Is this
So
you have a 2 bedroom, right?
um no, it's technically 3 bedroom, 2 full bath.
Ooh.
Technically, yeah. Because like we're in our office and then we have another room and then our room. So it's technically three.
So do you guys split the office or is this like
So like her desk is just right next to me.
oh
I
do
don't
you
know if
guys
I've shown you my desk setup either.
No. I haven't
So I've
seen
got
any of it.
this desk, which is I've finally invested in like a stand-up desk. So I've got that here, and I've got like another couple monitors, and then I got just like a random desk off Facebook Marketplace at like $50 or something. Just so because I'm in the corner.
Yeah.
So like when you come, you'll see and you'll understand. But like I've got this like L kind of going on.
So this desk that I'm on has made this is the third place it's been to. We got this
Okay.
desk brand new for our first place, and it like, oh, I mean, you saw it in the first place,
Yeah.
but it was like weirdly sectioning off the like living room and the entrance. I don't know why I don't know why I'm talking about it. You've seen it. You've been here. Anyways,
But now you've got like more space in that room. I feel like it looks like nice in there though.
but it's filled with the big ass beanbag.
You still have that on the ground.
Which did you get a
Last
chance?
weekend?
Did you get a chance to try it,
No, I don't think I did.
Steve? Oh my god.
But
This is,
Colin said it was comfy.
I meant to ask it. I still didn't ask him every day. But normally everybody who sleeps on it, I'm like, how did you sleep? Is it okay? Mario was like, that's got to be so bad for your back. I'm like,
Yeah,
nobody's
probably.
complained yet. But yeah, okay. So next time you come, we got to try this. Are we still doing the cousins hangout after Thanksgiving?
I think so. Yeah,
Hell
you can
yeah.
come over here because then we can have everybody over. Because no one's really come over yet. This is the first time we're gonna have a housewarming for like some of my friends and her friends, and then that's what I think what we wanted to do was have like some of the cousins over. So it might be over Thanksgiving.
Okay, so you're housewarming. How pumped
Kind
are
of,
you for your
yeah.
housewarming?
Ooh,
When is it? This
we were
weekend?
literally just talking about it, just like making sure like we had everything ready to go. So yeah, we're excited.
Where? When are you having it? This weekend? Friday?
This weekend, yeah, yeah,
So
this Saturday.
so are you guys like fully unpacked at this point?
Yeah, yeah. We have like look some boxes like here and there in like certain rooms, but most of the stuff is like in the basement, like for storage now.
God. Okay, wait. So you are or you aren't fully unpacked?
We pretty much are. I'd say like 90% there. Yeah.
Okay. That I like really I don't know. I really had a good time like nesting in our place once we like leading up to our housewarming party, but I was sweating. How many people are you guys having?
I think it's only like 10 or so. It's not that like big.
So that's what we wound up doing. Our list was like we invited like 30 people, which like honestly, I was stressed leading up to it
Really?
because like none of the cousins could come, which like I understand not everybody can come in on like a random weekend, but I was
Yeah.
so stressed. And then with everybody dropping off, we wound up having like 10 to 12 people at the actual housewarming party, and it was so nice. Like
Oh yeah.
it was
This
just
last weekend was fun.
this last weekend was so nice. I feel like
All right.
I feel like it was missing. I mean, Doran for sure, and Mare.
It was missing people, yeah.
I mean, it was definitely missing a lot of people, and the Airbnb was such a good move.
Oh yeah. We were surprised when we got in there, like how spacious it was. I was like, oh, this is really nice.
Yeah, even coming and hanging out
Yeah.
was so nice because I mean, I just wanted all of you guys to come over and see our place, but like, we could not have made it.
But that's like kind of the perfect atmosphere, like what I always think of like when we like hang out with cousins or whatnot, because what was it? A couple months ago when Ruben and Nate were in town like for the summer, they came out and we hung out with them at Andrew and Maria's, and Andrew and Maria bought like 4 bottles of wine. I don't know why they bought this many.
Yeah.
But we just like hung out, talked, and just like had a great time, because then they put the kids to bed at like 7:30. Then we just like stayed up till probably midnight or so, and we killed those 4 bottles of wine.
And how old is Ruba and Nate's kid?
Hayden?
Same age as Lila?
No, I thought he's 2. I think he's a year younger he must be a year younger than Logan. So he might be going to 3.
Turning
because
3,
when
yeah.
we went on to Mexico, we had Lila, which was 1, Caden was 2, and then Logan was 3. So maybe he's like about to turn 3.
That's great. I cannot imagine 3 kids at an all-inclusive.
That was crazy, but
resort.
I mean, it was very chill, very fun.
Was it chill or was it crazy? Because you said
It could
both.
get crazy at times, but like I mean, it was fun to like be there, because we're all just like, okay, let's just go do it, whatever. We'd either go to the pool or go do an activity, go to the beach. Like,
Did you guys do any excursions?
we did one. That was the one where I was like, we don't need to do this, because like you go to like, okay, you get on the boat and then go to this place, and then you kind of hang out there for a couple hours. And
Oh, you went to Isla
get on the
Mujeres.
boat. What?
You went to Isla Mujeres.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's where we went when we went. And
Oh, really?
it was. I think
That's
the
cool.
worst. I think the worst part about our trip was that we weren't there longer.
How long were you there?
We were, because I think you could do a full day where you're on the island for a full day, or you could do I think like a half-day trip, and we were only on the island for a couple hours, which is what we did. And we hopped on a golf cart, and we just went to the Jamaican spot, and we just ate, and we rode around the island on the golf cart, which was so much fun.
That's cool. Yeah, because I think we mostly spend our time like at the pool, because the building was just right next to it, so we just would walk out, take the kids there, and there was like a little kiddie pool and like a main pool. But I thought that was the coolest part, was our time there. Me and Melanie weren't there. We were headed home early a couple days.
Mhm.
But Lila's first birthday was in Mexico.
What did it up big for the first one. She
So
peaked at 1.
because they had like activities and stuff at the pool. So then they would they like sang happy birthday to her like over the microphone and everything.
Oh my god. Did we at one of the pool activities that we had was there was like a blow up obstacle course.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh.
They had that too.
Did you guys have my cousin's husband, which is funny, his name is Andrew too. I have so many Andrews in my life. My cousin's husband Andrew, he fucking rocked his shoulder from that, because we wound up doing it so many times, and so ours had like the handholds on the side, and then there was the slide, and then there was like a tightrope, or not a tightrope, but like a plank, and then you jump off. Yeah. Was your guys' the same?
No, it was more like you kind of had like a platform, and then you walked up like to like the top of a slide, and then you just go down the slide.
Oh.
It was very short.
So you guys, okay, so ours was like the length of the pool. Oh my God.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to put some clips in. Finally, I can use my Cancun. Bro,
Oh, there you go.
I shot so much footage in Cancun and I never edited it because it was like,
Oh no.
I mean, it was just a week full of footage. And I mean, I feel like all we really did was drink at the pool bar and put sunscreen on when we were at the ocean, which was like,
Yeah.
also I'd never done an all-inclusive resort before, so I like,
Yeah, I don't think I did either. I think that was my first time going to an all-inclusive. Well, I did a share, what is it called? Share package? What's that thing called? Or yeah, a timeshare. But yeah, I did like one of those where that was pretty much like an all-inclusive. But yeah, that was really like my first time going to an all-inclusive was Mexico.
was that in Mexico, the timeshare?
No, the timeshare was in Florida.
With the old people or by Disney? Or that might be the same.
It wasn't by Disney. It wasn't by Disney.
Was it
I don't remember what city it was in, but oh no, it must have been Orlando. But it wasn't like a Disney resort, but it was in Orlando. I can't remember the name, but
lost to time.
that was a while ago.
But anyways, yeah. So my cousin's husband fucked his shoulder up because he jumped from the like handhold thing down the slide, and he like the rest of the trip. It probably happened like 3 days in, and he's like, "Oh man, my shoulder still kind of hurts." It was like, what a time! What a time! It's something Colin or Toast would have done.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Have you? Okay.
Uh-oh.
I don't know.
That's a loaded question.
No, I was. So you guys have done Mexico. I guess how often? Okay, so Steve, the reason I have been overthinking this and nervous, I'm like, when me and Toast did the pod, like I had spent so much time with Toast, and I already knew Toast was a weirdo because I spent a week with him in Iceland, like. Like
you just think of all the like random things that like happen.
So Iceland was absolute. So have you heard the story of how we even like decided to go to Iceland?
I can't remember why you guys decided. I did like watch a couple of your videos where you had the Iceland stuff, but now I can't remember because that was so wild.
The Iceland vlogs are so crazy, and honestly, iconic. Colin even mentioned the Iceland vlog this weekend. But so we were at Mother and Swad's one day for Thanksgiving. This had to be we went 2019, so it had to be like 2017, 2018. And Colin was graduating college. It was whatever year Colin graduated college. He's like, guys, I want to do one big trip before I like start my job in insurance. I'm pretty sure he started at Travelers. So
I've never heard him talk about another job that he's been at besides Travelers. So
I think it was before he started at Travelers. So Colin knew when he started at Travelers, he was gonna be there for a long time.
Like he's gonna be a lifer.
Yeah. So he was like, I want to do one big last trip, and we're like, okay, like Colin goes on at least like 5 trips a year.
Yeah.
But so we were talking about doing a road trip across Canada, and we plotted out a couple of points, and Colin was really into it, and we were at Mother and Swad's, and I want to say it was right before Thanksgiving, and I feel like it was right after Toast had proposed to Maria. So like,
yeah. Well, wait, did they get married 2018, right?
They've been married for 5 years. It's 2023. Right.
Yeah,
2018 they got married. So this had to be like
Melanie in 29, like the end of 2019. So I think that makes sense.
So this had to be like 2017. Okay. Honestly, it probably was 2017 because it probably was right after he had proposed. Whatever. Anyways, so we get to Iceland. So we're planning this trip, and he goes, "Why don't we just go to Iceland?" And we were like, "Why?"
Just threw it out there.
Yeah, he just like randomly threw out Iceland. We're like, "Why? What's in Iceland? What? How do we even get to Iceland?" And he's like, I don't know. Let's go find out. And literally like that, we switched the entire plan from like this road trip to Iceland. But I say all that because we spent so much time, and Toast was the only person who drove. Like we
Oh,
like,
really?
oh my
Well, because
god.
didn't you guys say that the cars were manual?
Yeah, so it was a manual, and
Okay.
Toast, and none of
He
us.
probably wanted to drive though.
Well, yeah, he drove the entire trip, every single, because nobody else knew how to drive manual. And he tried to teach me, and I like stalled the car like 5
It
times.
takes a while.
It was so bad. But so we stayed Mario. So it was me, Colin, Andrew, Mario, and Merrick. And Mario and Merrick went to bed at like 6 o'clock every night. And it was me, Toast, and Colin who stayed up till like 4 in the morning. Well, I stayed up till 4 in the morning every night. I couldn't sleep, but me, Toast, and Colin would stay up till like 2, 3 in the morning. And I think it was like the second day, like the second or third day, it was like 3 in the morning, and Toast was like, guys, I love you guys so much, and I'm just like so excited to be part of this family. I was like, oh, Toast, we love you too, but like go to bed. It's 3 o'clock in the morning.
Oh my god.
And I feel like I missed my chance to have our drunk bonding at your bachelor party, and I feel so bad to this
That's
day.
okay. We have funny moments. Andrew is like going off the handle, but I just remember one like made me think about it. Is like one morning we were just getting up, and my cousin Paul is my best man, and he just had like this loud alarm one morning, and like that just like kept going off, and he's such a deep sleeper that this alarm was like the alarm thing that went off today for the it was like that loud, and he wouldn't wake up, and it would be like every like 10-15 minutes, and we're like, Paul, wake up, turn off your damn alarm, because like I tried to like turn it off, and you have to put in the code to like turn it off. It wouldn't just be like, oh, okay, I can just repeat or snooze. So I'm like trying to like kick him or move him, like, you gotta get up.
And just nothing. See, that's how Colin was. Colin and Mario spent the night here, and Colin's alarm went off. Colin was sleeping in Renee's office and me in my room. His alarm woke me up both days. Nuts.
That's hilarious.
Colin's a nut. But so I was like, we don't have any Iceland trip to bond over, but
I know we need to make some sort of plan. I think I was telling Andrew this, that we need to make some sort of plan with to do another like guys trip.
Yes.
Future. I don't know where to go, but just like something.
I don't know. You sent me the Salt Flats, right? Where's that? Utah?
I think that was Utah. Yeah.
I really
was like, oh, maybe we should do like some sort of national park, because I know Andrew loves those places, because that would be fun. But I'm like, well, I don't know about with everyone. I'm sure everybody had got different ideas.
Have you been to the Indiana Dunes?
No, I haven't been that many places, so I need to figure out some sort of trips.
Okay, so
even if they're small, I don't care.
I love a small trip, because to me there's so much more manageable, because a guy's trip, now I think about it, like that's why it's so hard to plan like an Iceland or like a trip like that now, because everybody, like, you're in class, like, meanwhile, how was your first class?
It was good. Yeah, it's my first like accounting / like finance class, so it's just like very basic stuff. But it was
the syllabus.
It's funny because like he's just kind of talking slow, and the Zoom time frame is like 2 hours, and he's like, oh, we won't get to all of it like the entire time, and he's just kind of going over basic stuff. So it was very easy this week, but I'm sure it'll get much harder because I've got that, and then I've got an econ class this semester. So in the fall and the winter, I'm going to try and do like 2 classes a semester, but then spring and summer, I try to just do 1, because we always have weddings or stuff going on. So I'm like, nah, just do 1 class.
How many more classes? Wait, because did you just start your MBA?
I was actually just looking at that just before we got onto the podcast. I started last year this time, so I started last fall. So this is my fourth semester now, and I'll probably be done like mid 2025, probably, depending on
Sick.
like how many classes like I do a semester and like how hard they are and stuff. So probably around that time, which is not that bad at all.
How like okay. I don't know what an MBA is
I'm
because
still learning myself.
I'm so like as soon as I graduated, and I mean, oh my god, yeah. Cause wait, when did you and Melanie meet each other?
We met in October of 2019.
Yeah. Oh my god. So I had already graduated. So you
Oh
were not
yeah.
around for the headache that was me going through college. Oh my
When
god.
did you graduate?
I graduated 2019. I graduated August.
Like spring or fall or?
Yeah, spring.
Okay, gotcha.
And yeah, because so wait, 2019. When did my grandma die? July of.
And I always have to figure out like major events that happen.
I literally I'm like trying to figure out when because at my grandma's funeral, like at my Nana Madeline's funeral, I was writing one of my last papers. Like I had all of my cousins around. I was like,
Okay.
I need everybody's help so I could pass this class. And like Doran helped me write a final paper, and it was nuts. So I like as soon as I graduated college, I was like, yo, I'm checked out of academia. But nay, and my buddy Tony, like my buddy Tony's a professor at Ohio Dominican,
Okay.
and he's a doctor. So him and Nay
Yeah.
about higher education. So I checked out. So what? So I don't know what an MBA is.
Well,
Like,
so
why
I was
MBA?
nervous to go into it because I graduated spring. Yeah, I think spring of 2015 from MSU. So I was like, I like at that time,
Boo.
obviously, I'm like, okay, I've never, I don't need to do a master's, doctorate, any of that stuff. But then,
Yeah.
life happens, and I'm like, well, I probably should do that. So just like with my background, I'm like, okay, I probably should do that. That would probably help me get to where I want to be.
And
So
what did you graduate with?
it's just like it's a bachelor's in theater, but it's like a bachelor of not fine arts. It's just a bachelor of arts. So it's just kind of like
A BA.
I think of it as BA, like a basic kind of degree. So like
That's what I
taken
got.
a couple classes like here and there, but most of my classes were very theater heavy. So like I didn't have like a business background. So I'm taking a couple more classes that I have to do because I have to do like foundation stuff. But like
Gotcha.
this was the best course or the best program that I was finding, like online, shortest, and that covered like the most topics.
Uh-huh.
Like a lot of the ones that I was finding, because what was it? Like I almost wanted to do Wayne, and they were gonna have me do like 19, 20 classes, and I was like, no, I can't do that.
Yeah. Oh wait, so where are you doing it?
Oh, I'm at Walsh. Sorry, Walsh
At Walsh.
College.
Oh, you're good. No, I just want to make sure that all of the colleges in Michigan get shouted out. So like we're gonna like I graduated from U of M, go blue. Like we got to make sure to shout all.
Oh, did
of
you?
them.
I didn't know you went to U of M.
Yeah, I went to Dearborn. Me and Mario went to
Okay.
Dearborn, and Maria went to Ann Arbor.
Well, that's still good. You're still at U of M.
That's what That's what everyone says, and I said the same
I
thing.
know,
I was
it's
like,
always back and forth.
and then I was like, on my diploma, it's gonna say the same thing, and it
Exactly.
doesn't. It says Dearborn. It says U of M Dearborn. But you know what? I enjoyed college. Now looking back, I like had a lot of.
There's parts that I enjoyed and everything, but I think for me and like where I ended up, I'm like, okay, I wish I would have done something a little bit different so that then I could just be in a better spot and I wouldn't have had to do my MBA. But
Right.
I was like, I need it.
So is an MBA like?
Master's of Business Administration, but for mine, I mean, obviously everyone's different, but mine, you have to choose a concentration, whether it's like economics, marketing, accounting, or finance. So I'm probably going to dabble in the finance area. So we'll see. I'm still like learning it myself.
Gotcha. Okay. So you're trying to figure it out because
Yeah.
Steve, that's
I've been trying to figure it out since 2010 when I graduated from high school. So
That's where I'm at. I'm trying to figure it out too. And I have just realized recently that like doing video stuff for like my full-time career is like so not what I wanted to do. Not what I want to do. Like because I went
not where you ended up, not where you thought you ended up.
well, it's not like looking back at it, I I started college and I didn't even want to go to college. Oh my gosh, Steve, I have a video about this.
Oh boy.
Have you heard about Fuck It?
No, I don't know if I've actually watched that one.
I'm just gonna pitch you all of my videos. Your homework is gonna be to watch my entire YouTube. Hell no, there's so many. But I didn't even want to go to college. Mm-hmm. And my dad was like, okay, do you have a better idea? And I was like, damn, no. So he's like, okay, yeah, he was like, okay, what do you want to do? And I was like,
there are different things. Like my cousin Paul, like he, instead of doing a 4-year, I think he did his associates and then he did trade school. And so he's kind of doing something along those lines. And I think he is even reevaluating like what he really wants to do, you know, because he's the car industry. And he like kind of likes it, kind of doesn't, you know, it has pros and cons just like any field. So it just kind of depends on what you're okay with.
Yeah, or like what you, I guess even like for me, it's what I even like really want to do, because for the longest time I like was doing what I felt like I had to do. Like,
yeah, same.
Because I was going into U of M, I was pre-business, and I was like pre-business, but I was undecided until late sophomore year or maybe junior year. I think late sophomore year, I like finally decided to go into my degree is journalism and screen studies. Okay. But I was like, that was just the closest thing I could get to cameras, because I figured halfway through that, or I found out that I enjoyed like oh damn, see, we're already at 30 minutes.
Oh wow, what? How are we already at time?
Okay, so Steve, this is my second favorite part about this, is once it gets going, once we get going, like it goes so fast.
You know what's funny? We haven't even like talked about any of the topics that we were actually going to talk about.
And you know what? Actually, to sidestep everything that I was saying, I also wanted to say this, because Melanie said something this weekend, and it's been stuck in my head the entire time. So Melanie was like, how come, you know, I've noticed that you're having the husbands of your cousins on the show, but not your actual cousins. She's like, how come I'm not being interviewed? And I was like, okay, I don't know if everybody knows what this is, because this is not an interview. And I was like, I thought about it, and it's just been driving me crazy because it's not an interview.
But I think that's what everyone looks at it as. Like when I didn't know about it, I was like, oh, you're just interviewing them. But like, it's just more like hanging out, like how you described it to me.
Yeah. Which is so funny, because I guess it kind of is an interview, but I don't know. It feels weird because now you saying that, I'm like, okay, yeah, it kind of. So I guess, what did you think this was coming? What did you think this was coming into this?
I thought it was definitely an interview, like just to hang out, but also like learn a little more about the person. You know what I mean? Are you doing a second one? Dang, hardcore.
Yeah, I went crazy with the bubbly bounce. Yo, I love this. Have you ever seen this? Have you heard about this? Have you seen this? This no. Bubbly with a little bit of caffeine in it.
Oh geez, no.
It's got 35 grams. 35 milligrams of caffeine. 35 grams? Holy shit.
Jeez, that'd be a lot.
I'd fuck up your life. Okay, so I was like, so I wanted to set the record straight. Not even set the record straight. I just wanted to say it, because I was like, I don't know. I guess I'm. This has turned into something so different than what I originally thought it was going to be,
Yeah.
that I haven't thought about people actually watching it. Because
Yeah.
when I call it a show, it's like show in the idea of that, like, I guess this is a show, like there's production value that goes into it, but really it is like just a hangout. I don't even want to say informal interview, but I guess at the end it feels like, I don't know, maybe that there is a deeper understanding or deeper, I don't know.
Yeah.
It doesn't feel that deep, but like I've been so heavy into the therapy mindset that it feels that deep to me.
Yeah. Because you're learning more about the person.
Yeah. And so yeah, so I also really, this is what I found in college, like doing my radio show, like I had never felt the way I did sitting behind a microphone in like a room by myself.
Yeah.
I had never felt like that ever. And I was like, whoa, my God, this feels so cool. And just sitting in a closed room, like so in the zone. And then once I started like doing it with people, I'm like, oh, this is even better.
Right.
So it feels weird. I'm like all hot. I'm all worked up.
Got some rosy cheeks there.
Which is even funnier that we haven't hit what we were going to talk about, because I've been playing Assassin's Creed since you left.
I told you I watched that walkthrough or whatever today. I'm like so pumped about it.
So I started it because I wasn't even you sent it to me and I was like, oh yeah, and I just started playing it and I immediately clicked off because I was like, wait, I don't want to know what's happening. And see, this is where we get back to me thinking that you had played Assassin's Creed.
No, I haven't played it at all.
None of them.
I think, well, because are all of them like rated mature or teen? I can't remember.
All mature.
See, because like when I was growing up, like that was like you can get games, but you cannot get mature.
Interesting. Okay,
until it got older, and then my mom was like, okay, whatever, like it's fine. And I mean, I didn't even like go to any of the games that were very gory like that, but I only have like a couple that are supposed to be, and I'm like, this is nothing.
So what was the first system you got?
Oh God, probably either they probably were around the same time. Was either a PlayStation 1 or like my Game Boy Color.
Ooh.
Because yeah, I think
what
that
was the game that?
I think that was it. Oh man, I don't even know what I had for my Game Boy Color. That's so long ago. I don't know. But I was thinking about like different games and stuff that I had. Like on my PS2, my absolute favorites were the Prince Persia and Need for Speed Most Wanted. Like the PS2 version. But I'm trying to even remember what I had on my PlayStation 1. I can't even remember because it's been so long.
The games I remember for PlayStation 1 were Digimon Rumble Arena, Twisted Metal, or maybe, and what else? Crash Bandicoot for sure.
Oh, okay. See, we just got into that recently because like we got like a Melanie got me like the trilogy where you had like 1, 2, and 3
trilogy.
So I played that, like we kind of like went back and forth a little bit and we played that, and then when we got into it I was like, oh hey, there's a 4th one coming out, so then we got that one, and that one's actually kind of hard. I don't even know if I finished that one. I'm bad at like finishing. I'm such a RPG or like kind of the storyline where I just like do most of the storyline until like I'm done. But then obviously like I'll do like a few side quests, but I'm so bad at like completing all of the side quests or side missions or anything like that.
I've never 100% of a game ever.
Yeah, I think maybe one or two games ever.
What games?
Probably like the Need for Speed or what was the other one? Prince of Persia,
Prince of
because those
Persia.
are pretty much like you do the story. There's not
Yeah.
there weren't extra like side missions to do. That wasn't really a thing yet.
So if that's the case, then were you a real single player type of game?
Oh
Have
yeah,
you
I never did like the online stuff. I still don't really even like love doing that because I just like doing it.
perfect.
But I mean, if the opportunity presented itself like in a fun game in a fun way, I would do it. But I just haven't like found that yet. I don't know. Maybe it's just
So
me.
so no Fortnite, no Warzone, no Apex.
Yeah.
Me either. Me either. And everybody, I mean, I liked Fortnite
And I
when
haven't met that many people. Like most people will like the multiplayer or online or whatever, and I'm like, I'm just not the kind of person. Sorry.
I like my same thing how your parents didn't like you to have M games. Like my parents didn't want me to have any no shooting games, no. I couldn't even I mean, my first system was a PS2 and then after that I got a an Xbox 360, and even Xbox 360 when everybody was playing online, like my parents wouldn't let me get any Call of Duty games, and I couldn't play online because they're like, you're gonna talk to some stranger and some person's gonna come find you.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm not gonna
I
do
can
that
see that though. Like that is like a real thing right now.
now, not fucking 10
Well,
years
probably a
ago.
little bit, but it's just like not that much.
Steve, you know what's crazy? We have less than a minute before it kicks us
I
off.
hate when it does this because then you never know when the minute ends.
No. Okay, so this is one of the other ingrained features of this show that I have not figured out a proper way to end a conversation or
You don't
end
have like an end jingle or something.
I don't. I mean, like I could put something in like after the fact, but mostly it's just a hard chop. So excited for the month, and I don't know what we're gonna talk about next time, but looking forward to it. Oh, did you freeze? He froze. Bye, Steve. If you can hear me. Damn, how anticlimactic.